What is up, Nutsacks? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. This time it's going to be in college basketball for Friday, February the 25th. Game is going to be played between the Troy Trojans and the Texas State Bobcats. Current betting spread is Texas State minus 1.5. Total 128.5. All right, so the last CBB solo vid was dropped with Indiana State plus 10.5 in quite miserable fashion. Did I say second halves have been a killer this season, especially for me? I don't remember exactly, but Indiana State, I think, was up 4 or 5 points at the half. And then this was a 2-point game with 10 minutes left. That changed quickly, though. And look, credit to Drake for slamming the gas. Slamming the gas late for the second straight time against the Sycamores. Either way, we move onward. Hopefully you jumped on my Dolhide play in women's tennis from a few days back on the tennis vid with spread. But yeah, so real quick. So tonight we're supposed to get shit on with snow or ice here in North Jersey. Winter weather advisories and warnings, whatever. I get home from the gym, and what's waiting for me at the door? A shovel, boots, my gloves, a beanie. The missus subconsciously sending like a message that I'm going to be the one shoveling tomorrow morning for us. So look, her ass wakes up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym because she's on some shit. But normal humans like me are balls deep into REM at 5:30 in the morning. The egg's on her face if she thinks I'm waking up just to shovel her ass out so she can go to the gym. Entitled much? She's got a better shot of my father driving up here from Virginia to shovel her out. Yes, this will put me back in the doghouse for a few weeks, but it's all about the little battles we can win, boys. Don't give up the fight. All right, so let's stop BSing and get right to the play. By the way, stop BSing, yes, but I'm going to be in the doghouse tomorrow, undoubtedly. Really like this play here. Over 128.5 or in a half, as the cool kids say. Got this DraftKings in New Jersey. First of all, what a great season the Bobcats are having thus far. Texas State has been the class of the Sun Belt this year, and lots of credit to Terrence Johnson and his guys. This offense isn't as fluid ball movement-wise, but they do draw a lot of contact, convert from the strike force, a ton of turnovers, grab a bunch of offensive boards, all things that will create free possessions, if you will. Spot for Texas State on the road. Does figure to have some tension to it, though. This will be Texas State's toughest road test in conference to date, and Troy is certainly no pushover. Troy has had some issues scoring the basketball this season, but they move the ball around really well. They do get good looks. This team reminds me a lot of Indiana State in certain ways. And Troy, much like Texas State, gets done as a group, right? They have no true studs, from a scoring perspective, but a collection of good scorers, a lot of guys that eat up minutes. What I loved about when these two first met months ago was the pace and fouls. The fouls make sense, which I'll go into in a minute, but the pace certainly did not. Clearly, Troy tried to speed up the snail-like qualities of Texas State. There were just so many possessions in that game based on what you would think coming in, which likely speaks to why Troy was able to win handedly. Expect Troy to do this once again in attempts to speed this game up now in their own gym. Now, these two matching up against one another are good candidates for free points. Both teams force a ton of turnovers, which could lead to easy runouts. Both teams foul a ton. They draw a lot of contact. They are above average at converting free throws. Both teams are below average at conceding assists for field goals on the defensive side of the ball. And yes, both teams are elite on the offensive glass and below average on the defensive glass. I mentioned before most of these things in favor of Texas State earlier in the video, primarily because Texas State is much better at these things than Troy is. But Texas State wants to play slow and being on the road. Expect Troy to try to speed things up to increase their chances of winning, obviously, to get the season sweep. Now, last time out, both teams shot a combined 45% with no foul game late, and this still comfortably went over the total. Both teams have large edges inside, as hinted at on the offensive glass, and the first time these two played, they combined for 30 offensive rebounds. This is not an accident either, as data points to both these teams being tremendous on the offensive glass, very poor on the defensive glass. Both teams in that game combined to shoot less than 30% from three-point range, and this still got over this number easily. This number also back in December was 131.5. So first of all, I'd argue this total should be higher than 131.5 to begin with, because I have it north of 132. And the fact that they're going to post here at 128.5 to open, love the spot. If this time around we get a better showing from three, I certainly think we're going to be live late, and maybe even cash early. The way this doesn't get there is if the refs decide to call a tight game, which is possible. But these two teams hack away. That's why they force a lot of turnovers. They're very handsy on defense. So as long as the refs call it as they should, expect a game with a lot of free throws. Three-pointers would be a cherry on top if they stick, especially when you add in the fact of all the easy putbacks potentially on the offensive glass. Overall, I see a game that's likely to play faster than projected once again. Teams that draw a ton of fouls, which stops the clock, easy putbacks on offense, free turnovers leading to potential runouts, all en route to going over this number. I know both teams have slugged recently, but let's be honest, that's why this number is so low. I capped this up past 132, as mentioned, so easy spot for me to target and fire on. So yes, I bet over 128.5 Texas State versus Troy. DK in New Jersey. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope someone takes a shit in your mailbox. As always, drop comments below with your thoughts on the play. Also, let me know who you like for this Friday's slate. As you guys know, I'll be back on Saturday talking college basketball live. Same thing with Sunday. Saturday will be Stevie. Sunday will be Holden. Hopefully, Holden does not call out this time around. Be sure to check out Spread and Tyler's daily NBA rundowns. They're back. They are back. Great content from them too, and the DFS folks that join them as well. And of course, Keger's live shows, which he just always smashes. So other than that, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, folks, and yes, run pure. See you guys Saturday.